Hey, so I'm curious, the older you get, would you say that you are more or less selective with your time, and especially time that you spend with family and friends? Message or comment below, I'd love to know. Probably is a bit of a more obvious answer to the question. I feel like a lot of us are going to be saying the same thing because as you age, you do feel like, man, time is so precious and valuable. When you are spending quality time with people, you want it to fill you up. So if you haven't watched my video yet on the 5 love languages by Gary Chapmen, check it out. It's a great one, and Gary Chapmen talks about filling our love tanks. And it's just, it's basically a message to say, make sure that when you're with people that you're filling each other up. I know for me, I'll have friends that I maybe haven't seen for years and years. Actually, I just saw a group of girlfriends. We haven't gotten together for 2 years, over 2 years, but we basically picked right up where we had left off, and it's such a good feeling. And then I've got friends that maybe I talk to on a more regular basis, and that's a beautiful thing too. And then I've got my daily friends, and those daily friends tend to be my mom and sisters for sure, and then a couple other friends, of course, sprinkled in there. Super important to really protect that time, especially because you want to be spending it with people that do fill you up. So filling up that love tank is definitely today's message. The episode, though, happens to be about what we can do during that time. So we're going to talk a little bit about hosting for that and how you can be the host or hostess with the mostest. But before we do, today's episode is kind of fun because I'm going to do a little shout out to my fashion friends. So if you are a fashion friend, you're going to know exactly who I'm going to be talking about. So it's Emily Wheatley. She is my little sister. Well, she's the middle sister. We have 2 other sisters, Emily and my sister Katie, and then I've got lovely sister-in-laws too. That I would share and do a little shout out because of course, as a big sister, you can brag about your little sisters, right? It's just the rule. So she'd be too humble to share some of these things. And I thought, I know she has been so wonderful helping my YouTube grow. So thank you, Emily, for that. And thank you, fashion friends, for stopping. So what can I tell you about Emily Wheatley? Well, I can tell you first off, I was so happy the day that I found out I had a baby sister. I remember mom and dad telling me, I was 5 years old, that they were pregnant again. And I was thinking, oh dear Lord, please let it be a baby sister. Because I was sandwiched in between my brother and my little brother. So older brother, little brother, and I'm right in the middle. So I'm thinking, if I've got another boy coming, I really need a baby sister. I wanted to dress her up and just have a little girl in my life. So I was super happy when I found out Emily Wheatley was born, or it was actually Emily Ann at the time. Emily Wheatley, much later in life when she met her wonderful husband. So what can I tell you about Emily? Well, I swear she was born with some edge and has always had that artistic, creative side from the get-go, as you can see in this picture. She's musically inclined too. I bet a lot of you did not know that. So when she was in high school, she would write a lot of poetry and music even. We moved out to California at the same time. She had written a song about that. Lots of cool songs. Ask her to tell you about them sometime. And in this picture, you can see that she started playing piano at a very young age. And we still kind of have the same hairstyles, as you can see. Bangs for me, and the short, cute pixie for Emily. So along with having a love for music, and I guess music and dance tie hand in hand together, she is an amazing dancer. That girl's got rhythm. And I would say even little, of course, she's in the dance outfit here, as you can see. And then check out this cute little outfit she created. I feel like I almost remember that day, but I'm sure she was doing some kind of dance video, no doubt. She's always been into music, dance, even filming. I remember those big camcorders we used to have and carry around? Oh yeah. She and my brother would go around and make all sorts of family videos. So pretty cool. I can see why she is a total fashionista and loves to do her video and editing. So talented. So I gotta say, the biggest thing about Emily that I admire would be her confidence. That is what allows her to rock any style. I mean, she can own it. The other thing that I think I've learned from her when it comes to fashion would be, how does it make you feel? So whenever I'd reach out, I'll send her text and be like, this outfit or that outfit for a date night. And she's like, well, I like this one, but what do you feel best in? What do you feel most confident in? And so I've gotten to know over the years, I'm like, I know your answer is going to be, what do I feel most confident in? But I do want to know which one you like best. So it's cute because she will always give me her honest opinion, but then say, But don't go with me, go with what you want, because that's most important, your confidence. And it is so true. We've got to wear that confidence, right? And then I would say the other fun thing is over the years, we've had a lot of great memories, great styles, her hairstyles. I'm going to throw some pictures in here just so you can see all the fun hairstyles that she's had. I know some of the questions for this Thirsty Thursday coming up is, yeah, would you ever consider growing your hair out and doing highlights? So I will show you some of the fun styles that she's had over the years. And then I got to show you how adorably pregnant she was. She, even pregnant, could rock any outfit. So this is one of my favorite pics of her with my little nephew inside, and I just think it totally resonates her beauty. She's so beautiful no matter what. I could go on and on about all the beautiful qualities I love about my sister, but I'm gonna leave it at that with the confidence. All right, my fashion friends, thank you again for stopping and checking out my video. I'm so delighted and happy to have you here. And to my subscribers, if you have not checked out my sister's YouTube channel, please do, Emily Wheatley. She is amazing. You will find lots of tips and tricks for being the best you, or definitely when it comes to style for sure. And that will take us right into the episode for today. So let's talk a little bit about preparing for happy hour or even pre-dinner appetizers. Of course, there's so many events that I'll definitely share down the road, such as even hosting for a football party, maybe college football day, Super Bowl day. I love sporting events, but there are so many fun summer ones that are coming up, and as simple as a girls' weekend. So like what I did this past weekend, I'm gonna focus really on that. With that wine cheese, that's easy. We're going to a winery just to check out the beautiful view. It was really fun because it was just such a perfect day. We sat on the patio, overlooked the vineyard and the water, and just caught up. It's so good, again, to have those people that just fill you up. It's that mutual conversation where one asks a question and everyone listens, and so on and so forth. Say that is what I love about hosting and really making it feel special. All right, so let's talk about setting up the cheese platter. So this is your before. I think a couple fruits, at least grapes for sure. I always like to get a beautiful bunch, so I just washed these. Let them dry here for a second. Nice to have a board to present it on. I like some sort of cutting board. The bigger the better in my belief. And then depending on the cheeses, like this Gouda needs to be warmed up a bit. So my girlfriends will be here in about an hour. So I just took it out because it does need to get to room temperature. Otherwise it's super hard. Gouda's very hard. I'm gonna show you what it looks like once it's set up. Okay, so we have it finished, and this is just one version. I ended up deciding there's only 3 of us girls, so I don't need all the cheese out there. So it's a big platter for 3 of us, but hey. And then always, like I said, some nuts are good for wine, and the crackers and the cheese all go well. Could do some chocolate. Sometimes I'll do like little honey drizzles. All right, so that is it on the cheese platter. I know the more you do, the more fun you'll have with it, the more creative you'll get. The other thing that I love to say is when you are entertaining, it's great to have a fully packed fridge. I always say a full fridge of sparkling water, beer. I always like to have limes and lemons in there. And then for me, when it comes to wine, I always have a bubbly on hand, some sort of white rosé, especially in the summertime. I definitely lean this way just because as that nice warm weather comes about, it's nice to have a cool glass. However, if you are a big red wine drinker, which I definitely enjoy red as well, especially depending on what I'm eating, I'm learning that you can actually chill red wines as well. So don't be afraid to throw it in the fridge for a bit, let it cool or chill a little bit. It will still bring out those flavors, and then it'll be nice to take out onto a warm patio. So that's that. The other thing with Scout and Cellar, we have these mixers, which is fabulous because now you can have the same benefits of the wine with the no added sugars, no additional additives, preservatives, basically no gunk. All the junk is taken out of it. So I just did a video on the Grove, one of my new favorites. This is a little bit more like a gin, it has a little more flavor than the original, which is more like a vodka mixer. So watch my video on that. I will definitely have one coming out soon on the vodka as well. In general, the other thing I'd like to share is that we've got a lot of different price ranges. So for me, I'm not one to love to spend a ton on my wine. It depends if it's a special occasion, of course I'll go a bit higher, or if I'm out with my surgeons and the company's paying for it, I don't mind to go up a little bit. If we're following sunshine codes, if you were in med device, you know exactly what the sunshine codes are. I'm digressing. So going back to the wines, they range from $16 up into the 60s. It's nice because we have those options for any type of wine lover. The other thing that I love to think about is if you're just wanting something for kind of an everyday. So for me, I enjoy a glass of wine at the end of the day, This one has actually lasted me since Sunday. So you can see I'm not a huge drinker. I don't drink it very fast, but I love this one because it's a $16 bottle. It's my little perfect combination of a red and a white with that rosé. And that's just what I poured myself now for the purpose of today's video. But anyways, this is a $16 bottle. It is lovely. All of the bookbinders, Apprentice, are fabulous for their price point and worth checking out. So message me with questions. It would take me too long to go into all of these. Over time, I will absolutely share a little blip from each one. I did just do a video on the Chafico, another favorite of mine, right in the $20 price point and fabulous for any occasion. All right, mi amores, thank you so much for stopping and being here for this video. If you are new to the channel and found this fun, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. Even the bell, it'll notify you on my next video. I'm going to try to post at least, I would say weekly is my goal. And to my fashion friends that stopped here special today, thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know, and I know my sister loves and values every one of her fashion friends. So much love to you all, and I will see you next time.